tail is, and I cut around all the way up to the T and rip it back, and there'll be a hole right there where the nose is, a hole where the eyes are, and I'll still get the ears. But he's messed up so bad up here in the head. I'm just gonna cut him around the head, leave the head intact. I'm gonna keep the skull. John wants a bunch of skulls in his garden up there, so I've got some deer and some groundhog armadillo now, and I'll load that thing up, look like a pet cemetery.
Is this for the buckshot? Right?
No, this is you can't see it yet. These are, they're like stick tight weeds, but they will come off. You know what I mean? Once I skin it out and it dries, turn it back over, curry comb it, it'll feel just like that right there. You won't feel nothing more softer than that right there. It's so thick. If you make a pair of shoes with it, it almost actually heats your feet as you walk. It's like no other hide anywhere. It's something about it so
because of the water.
But and the way it's thicker than anything too. I mean, you think it looks just regular, but it's a lot thicker than anything that any other one.
It does look just regular.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. They still make Stinson hats, made out of beaver.
Oh yeah.
They still make them. I've got one. It cost me almost $300 20 years ago. Top of the line. I wear it when I Sunday go to meet. Real nice hat. Real nice hat. Made out of beaver.
Is it?
Yeah.
And do they shave off the fur?
Yeah, they work it down. Yeah, just sometimes and these right here they fight a lot.
Yeah,
and they bite each other like that right there.
Yeah.
And they've got one claw right here. I'll show you. Every one of them's got one. Right here. See this right here split? Every one of them's got that right there. It's not deformed. That is formed to manicure themselves, to comb their hair and get the bugs, and get all this right here out. They can take that, put it behind their head, and that right there will catch everything in their pelt and make them nice and pretty.
Yeah.
Coon will wash it. Coon's a very clean animal. You see it, doing that right there. But they've all got one right there, and it's none of it's to keep them manicured, clean.
Because what would get on there?
Just like this stuff, this stick tights and stuff on there. I've got a lot of them all. This stuff, that's just plants, like briars and stuff. Yeah. And they get dirty and everything. They're a very clean animal. They'll clean themselves. And
are they usually that big? That's a big belly.
No, it's not real. I mean, it's a nice one, but they get twice this size. The last one he killed me was a small one.
Or like this?
Yeah, well, in weight, not a little bit bigger than this right here. And then just like anything, as you get older, you get fatter. More weight on you, and they're the same thing. You're here, okay? I guess that's all of us, boys and girls.
All right.
The dogs.
Oh, is there? Okay, yeah. That's right. That's right. This is skinning off. I like this right here because that right there, if you hunt anything, you stick that in between the meat and the fur, and it won't cut the meat. You pull it like that, and it come back like that right there, and if you do this right here, you'll cut into the meat. And it doesn't really matter. Just depends on what you're skinning or whatever. I mean, this right here, it's going to take me a lot longer to skin this because I'm keeping the pelt than it would be if I was eating it. If I was out there just eating it, I'd cut it up like that. And if my knife cut into the pelt and made a hole in it, it wouldn't matter, But anytime that you save a pelt, it takes a lot longer to take your time because your knife's got to be sharp, and it don't take and it'll cut right through anything. And then you got a hole, and then when you stretch it out, as it stretches, the hole go like this right here and go like this right here, and before you got a little bit of clip, it's a hole like that. And if you're making boots or moccasins or a sheath or something, it won't matter because you can cull out of that. But if you're making something like a nice coat, every time it'll be a spot where, man, I wish that hole wasn't there, But anyway, so we'll get started right here. And Daddy he didn't teach me how to clean a beaver or a deer, and never clean a bear. But he said everything's the same. You got to take the fur off of it. Then you got to take the guts out of it if it's already out, and then cut it up where that you can cook. If you got a big old pit, you can literally cook the whole thing in one piece. Yeah. But if you got like a deer or something, most of the time you cut it in half is good. But I always cut a deer up at least quarters. Yeah. And
do you have to be careful doing that part, or is it pretty easy?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. you have to fine tune anything. The more of this right here you get off,
Yeah.
the easier it is to work.
Yeah.
The more meat, I mean, you know, sometimes I'll skin a deer and there won't be no meat on it. And it's really, sometimes I'll take my time and do it and there's just big old chunks of like muscle, you know, kind of membrane like. And God, it's just aggravating. And beaver's a hard one to really skin and work out.
How are you tanning the hide?
I stretch it out and then I put this solution of glycerin. Has anybody heard of glycerin? It's women use it for you know, yeah, for their face and skin. You take that in alcohol, 50%, and put on it, rub it in. As you start 3 times a day, the next week you do it 2 times a day. After that, 1 time a day. And the more you put on it, the more you work it, the softer you want it. I give John one last camp. There was Richard said, I ain't never seen one that soft. Said, you don't know how much time I put in this. I've got one up here. I'll bring it back down to you.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard to make like moccasins and sheaths out. It's beautiful. The hide's good. It's just depends on what you want to do with it.